We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight, the third of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime.
In the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll tell you, in this journey right now, you're not going to find a team anywhere in this bracket who isn't 100% convinced they're going to be the ones standing in the end. But the time for words is over. Now your season's on the line. Every time you take the field, it is win or go home.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think this quarterback's tired of talking about his age. He's had to do it all season long. But that type of age comes oftentimes with experience in the postseason. And experienced postseason quarterbacks, usually a good thing.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete.
Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs, but they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field?
And for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of a playoff run. And for those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Rodgers going to throw here. Third down. Connects with him down the sideline. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh. Allen.
This guy looks so good over the course of the regular season. They're hoping that he can bring that same kind of production with that arm of his to the playoffs. It delivered in the passing game again and again and again. But we know this is a whole new season when we're talking playoffs.
Giving him an 18-yard pickup there. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. The catch is made near the edge. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Slot man's in motion right. Allen on third down. He's making a bid for it. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Play action now with Allen. Got a man, it's Knox. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score a touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Miller on the return. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They'll start the drive with Warren, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 36-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action here with Rodgers. Now it'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Warren once more. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
That looked like they were trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle third, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
Bills bringing an extra DB out, third down. Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he gets him around 6 there. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down, looking for options. Here's a screen for Cook. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Play action now, Allen. That's Knox, he's got it. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Second down now, they need 7.
Second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Allen now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Gain of 12. And the Bills first down.
On first down, Allen finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Allen on the play action. Finds his fullback. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Cook. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
14. Steelers 3.
Now Prater on to send it away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers offense headed out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
319.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
258.
And they just get the playoff. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. This is Warren headed right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
319.
On second down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll air it out on third. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Following the near interception, this is second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Warren running between the tackles. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Warren will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Complete right side to Washington. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 4.
14. Steelers 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word chance, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
1 yard gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. This is good, down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And he's going to work it to the 20. Stop by the perennial All-Pro and Defensive Player of the Year contender. That's T.J. Watt.
2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 20-yard
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Allen on 3rd and short. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Prater puts it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action here with Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now here's Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. This one up to about the 27-yard line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
5 yards on the play. And it's
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
a gain of 9 yards. And the Bills 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So first down from the 41. Throwing here, Allen. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. 2nd and 3 now. To throw again, it's Allen. Oh, man, it's Knox. And they take him down right along the 30. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To the air again, Allen. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it, drug the feet, that's a catch. And he's brought down. They're gonna mark him at the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a 1st down. The Bills are gonna go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set now, 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. This one's caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Allen gonna throw again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, your son.
Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. They can advance it now, picked up free, up the middle. It's a breakaway. The 30. The 10. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach Prater. Well, shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it 17 all.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Hardman with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bills take over
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We continue on with a great day of football. This, the third of the 3 Wildcard Sunday games. Let's show you what's transpired so far. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And this is Troy Franklin. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. And that's a 61-yard touchdown grab. The Broncos take care of business. The number 2 seed will get another home game in the divisional round. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Hardman with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll send him over right. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
42-yard line.
Play action now with Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down throw for Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
And I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Allen on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground with Warren. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room, and no margin for error.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of his end zone, Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they're going to manage to take him down at the 12. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, Warren, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Rodgers set to pass. Setting up the screen. And he's nearly going to get the first down, Brock. It looks like this one makes it up to about the 21-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Lays out left side and gets it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
319. A give here to Warren. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Bails out of the pocket quick. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They run with Warren. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
4-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Warren. And he'll go down here at the 16. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Warren once more. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Steelers 1st down.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
319!
Warren is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Boswell to add the PAT. He connects on the extra point try. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
24, Bills 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Hardman with a return. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
We've set it downs from 37. Allen now on 1st down. Finds his fullback. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's running with it. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap, and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Play action now. Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And off to Cook here out of the zone read. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Bills football, and their season on the line here as they trail. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Now Allen. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Allen to throw. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Broncos. This is out at least a few yards behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Has it down close. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
24-24.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. They go with Warren on the run. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and long for him here. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Hits some space around midfield. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the 43.
Gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Allen. Sheds up a rusher. Keeps it moving. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Back to the air, Allen. Oh no, the ball is loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Well, no return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, gives it Gainwell. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Pressure coming. Rodgers escapes the pocket. Catch made by Austin. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Warren quick on the draw.
In the game.
And after the brief pause, welcome back to the NFL on EA Sports. It's tied up here in the final quarter, still anybody's contest as we get back down to the field. First and 10 now from the 46. This is Warren headed right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
319.
Counterplay here, Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
The 29-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
158.
Warren quick on the draw. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
258.
Rodgers off the play action. Throws caught, and he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Bills bringing an extra DB out, 3rd down.
258.
They'll run with Warren. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
A 3-yard loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, Buffalo.
1st down throw for Allen. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target. Not this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. This is brought in by Coleman. Still fighting forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down, period. Yeah. Of story, you can't give up that much yards after catch.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 27.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Mm-hmm. To the air on first down. Rogers. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back.
It's in the game.
We're back on EA Sports. You're back in time to see how this plays out. We pick things up inside the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Throwing now. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Left side caught by Metcalf. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here he is to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Ranging near a minute to play. Second and 10. He'll look to throw it. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field, and not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on fourth down. Desperation time here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
It's in the game.
We're back on EA Sports. This one will come down to the final few snaps. We rejoin the action inside the final minute. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down.
319.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Now a design run. It's Allen. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. And this is a designed run for Allen. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Pittsburgh.